Pete Agnew of Nazareth has words for the critics. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. Every musician has to deal with critics. It's part of the machine. Whether they like it or not, that's part of it. And a lot of musicians hate critics. They have no time for them. I know that. I used to be a music critic in Vancouver. I wrote for a magazine, and sometimes I'd get some choice letters. Nazareth, Pete Agnew, been in the business a heck of a lot of years, considering the band started in the late 60s. I asked him his thoughts on critics.
Oh man, you've just got to let that. That's water off a duck's back. You know, you can't let that kind of thing. You know, everybody's. You know, look, we've always said, you know, if you get a great review, the guy's one that he's got great taste. If you get a bad review, he's an asshole. What does he know? You know, that's the only way you can think. You know, you cannot really. I mean, we never ever. Well, most of the time, for a start, most of the time I don't read them. You know, and especially these days. You know, when you get these days that every jackass can get on there and make their comments, and you know, everybody's insulting each other on what do they call it? Social media or unsocial media or whatever you want to call it. I don't read any of that stuff. I mean, Facebook, we get people that run our Facebook, you know, and they'll say to me, "You need to do something. You need to say something about this. I'm going to put it on the Facebook." And I say, okay. So I type something out and they put it on there. I don't read the replies because I don't go on Facebook. I'm not interested. No. I mean, I do my gig, you know, and
yeah.
but actually, you know, if you took the insults that you would get, every band's had them. You know, you just need to. You just get people that just don't like you, and that's it. You know, and if you would get in the music press in the early days of the music press, if you were getting people that were coming on and they had music critics as the you know, the Melody Maker and the NME and all this thing, and I used to read these things, you know, and I used to. When I was a guy, before I made records, you know, I would buy these papers and I'd read them, and you used to say, oh well, that's the Melody Maker says this, or the NME says this, and then when you actually, you know, you start making, and you start to meet these people, and they're coming to the gigs, and they're, you know, and they're reviewing, and you say, no, the Melody Maker didn't say that. This guy said this,
yeah,
and I've met him now, and he's a prick. So you're saying no. NME didn't say that. This asshole that works with him said that, and you know, and then you start to realise this thing. No. I mean, who cares what he thinks? You know, that so, and you know, so you don't. Oh, really. If you take bad reviews to heart, you'd never get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, because some people. I'll tell you what. It's like sometimes, if you, for instance, now we've made a wonderful album, probably one of the best Nazareth albums ever, and it's and. Thankfully, everybody I've spoken to, all the reviewers, have loved it. I mean, it's been great. Couldn't believe the sort of feedback. You will get people who will just hate this because they just don't want you to make a good album. You know, they'll hate it because you don't have that guy anymore or something like that, you know?
Tattooed on My Brain is the 24th studio album from Nazareth. You can pick it up in the description of this video. We'll have links to their official website. We'll have a few more from Pete Agnew coming up in the next couple of weeks. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.